Hello and welcome to the greatest anime podcast in the UK and worldwide.
Yes, sir.
It's your boy Kevbo Be.
Big Murkz.
And this week we are joined by none other than family.
Come on.
Henry in the building.
Come on.
My broski. Honestly, welcome to the podcast,
bro.
man. We've been excited to have you here.
Yeah, thank you.
Obviously, bro, them and that. Come on, family. So it only makes sense. It's only right. Come on.
The Uchiha.
So yeah, man. But Max, how are you doing, though, bro? How are you?
Blessed, man. Another week of partying. Come back strong. We had a hiatus, bro. Our hiatus from 2021 was mad, but needed. Because it came back with the fire, and the fire hopefully is showing, and you guys could see the drive, the effort that you guys kind of started putting in. So, yeah, man, a lot of big things to look forward to this week as well. Not this coming week. We got Anime District coming up. Live event. We have the Anime and Gaming Con coming up. That's interesting as well. Again, we're in a season where we have anime to watch weekly, bro. Do you know what I mean? The only thing that's missing now is JJK. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Handle.
we're back in that feel, the anime feels, all the feels. We've got the AOT dropping, which was phenomenal. We had a Demon Slayer, which people are arguing is one of the greatest episodes of all time. We'll get into that later in the podcast, innit? Yeah, man. And I've generally been enjoying the new animes. I started a new anime called 84.
Wow.
84 is an anime that one of our subscribers recommended on Instagram, and we asked like what you guys were watching. They said 84. I said, look, interesting. Last episode we spoke about how many episodes should you give an anime.
Yes.
And my number was about 3, right?
Okay.
I think it's gone down to 2 after watching 84, bro.
Brother, I heard that.
After watching 84, because I even gave 84 4 episodes.
So it wasn't good? Or it was
nah,
good?
It
wasn't good. Okay.
It's not like there's so many other great animes out there. I can't watch 84. Do you know what I mean?
So wait, so you give yourself a number, like by this number, if it's not banging,
it's like I've really tried with it as well, man. And
I feel you.
There's so many other animes that it's so sad to say that I put above it. It's like Banana Fish. It's like that easily goes above it. Even Parasite and Tokyo Ghoul. Those are shits that I actually watched.
Oh, Parasite was sick.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like 84 had all of the animation.
But just no
still. Yeah, so that's what I've been doing recently. That's what I've been saying. What you been telling me, KB? What's been on your agenda?
Facts, man. As you mentioned, we've got Anime District, so hopefully you guys will have seen that across our socials.
Yeah.
For you guys that were tuning into our previous episode, hopefully you guys are coming along, because it'll be really, really nice to see a couple of you guys in person still. We have met a couple of you guys in person before, but yeah, it'd be really nice to see a good amount of people just to, you know what I mean, chat anime, have fun. You know what I mean? Lay our hair down and just vibe, man. And obviously, Anime and Gaming Con, like you mentioned, that's another thing to look forward to.
Interesting.
And yeah, man, obviously, this 2022, they've brought the big boys. You've got AOT, final season. You've got flipping Demon Slayer, people raving about. And we've got Bleach coming. And you know the big 3, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, really looking forward to that. 2022, I think it's going to go down as a year to remember for anime.
Oh, 100%.
And so far, it's been living up to that. So, I don't know, man.
And Kishimoto's back on Naruto, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
that
you
was a
basically
while
got
ago.
the big.
That was a while ago.
You got the big 3 back.
Yeah,
you got Kishimoto doing Boruto. You got Bleach coming back. And One Piece still on going. Now, should we still got that One Piece chapter as well?
Yes.
That people are talking about. Really interesting chapter.
Yeah. So I'm excited, man. Of course, I have been watching non-anime as well. Like, I'm a massive fan of Power. I don't know if you guys F with that.
Nah.
But and a little bit of Apprentice there, here and there, just to get the entrepreneur fluids and juices flowing. You know what I'm saying? But
Dragon's Den.
I'm gonna let you answer this, Henry, bro. Because obviously we watch it when we're at yard and sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah.
What you saying?
I'm alright, man. Dragon's Den, man. Like, it's good, but Apprentice is better in my opinion, innit?
Oh, word.
Yeah, 100.
Nah, I hear that still.
But yeah, man. But like, as to like how I'm doing, like a bit about myself. Obviously, I'm younger brother of the man himself.
KB.
One of 2 founders. You get me?
Come on.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man, I'm just like happy to be here, innit? I've seen the progression from like the past 2 years and that.
Crazy.
I'm like crazy, man. AniMates, you get me? AniMates, you get me? These are Annie and I'm the mate.
Come on, man. Tell me Annie bro, man.
But obviously I have to tie it into that. Get me? But yeah, man, like obviously I'm gonna like chop it up. I'm gonna ask these guys questions, and I'm gonna answer their questions. I'm gonna ask them questions, answer their questions, and just see how it comes.
That's what I like to see, man. Because obviously, for you guys that don't know, obviously, One Piece is his thing. I'm not gonna go into. I'm gonna leave him to talk to
One
discuss it
Piece,
himself,
sir.
but that's his thing. That's his bread and
Yeah,
butter.
man.
You know what I'm saying? But before we get there, how did you get into anime? For those guys that don't know
How
you,
did I get into anime? Like, come on, man. All these British guys, like, you know, back in the day, like, what, I'm 24 now, innit? So, like, maybe, like, when I was in, like, primary school times, you got channels like Cartoon Network, you got Toonami, you get me? And Jetix and that. Like, if you're British, you know what kind of shows we're showing, you get me? So, at first, I was watching, like, cartoons, like, Justice League and Batman and even Batman to the Future like, with his red his red sign and that.
the Brave and the Bold.
Yeah. And obviously I have older brothers in it, so I obviously Kevin and that, and I've got another older brother and that. We used to watch Dragon Ball Z, man. Do you know what I mean? But it was mad because obviously I started to watch Dragon Ball Z and I didn't know that there was a Dragon Ball. You know what I mean? But that's how I got into it, man. Dragon Ball Z, you got stuff like Yu-Gi-Oh! Where I had to wake up in the morning before school and that. Before school, I forgot that time, but primary school times, I would wake up, like, I wouldn't even brush my teeth, just go down, boom, watch it. Do you know what I mean? Like, Yu-Gi-Oh! You get me? Like, Yu-Gi-Oh! With his pendant and that.
That's actually an underrated opening as well, you know.
Yeah. It's one of the best. It's one of the best.
It's up
I
there.
think Shaman King's open, the old one. The old one. Shaman King. That was like, you could be, you know, that was cool. What about, like, I used to watch stuff like Ultimate Muscle and that. So it was a mixture.
Bro, you're going back, bro.
Yeah. Come on, man. Come on.
Ultimate Muscle.
Even stuff like Codename Kids Next Door, you got Powerpuff Girls. It's a bit sus in it, but Powerpuff Girls.
That was cold though.
Powerpuff Girls.
Digimon.
Beyblade as well.
You know Powerpuff Girls, when like you see that girl with the fringe.
Yeah, the fringe,
That girl scared me a bit. You never see. But anyway, it's like, yeah, man. Beyblade. You got Pokemon, like Pocket Monsters. You got Digimon, Digital Monsters. And I don't used to watch Spider Riders. That thing. Spider Riders. Yeah.
I don't used to like that thing still.
Yeah, is it the rats?
Nah, the spiders. They used to. Don't you remember? Spider.
There was two.
There was bears. Yeah.
Even stuff like Tom and Jerry, Pinky and the Brain. Like, but I can go on and on.
It's just guy for
I can go on and on. But like, long story short, in it, like, obviously growing up with like a guy who runs AniMates, so I'm gonna be obviously. But yeah, man, that's how I got into anime, man. I think it started with cartoons and then it kind of transitioned to anime. But even saying that, I would say it started with cartoons and anime because like Dragon Ball Z was like one of the first. And it was mad because back then I didn't know the difference between an anime and a cartoon. You get me? Even right now, it's still a bit confusing.
Yeah, you got the blurred lines. You got the blurred lines.
Like, that's roughly like how I got into anime, man. Galactic football as well, man. I can't forget that.
Don't even.
The Flux.
It's Flux. I've been saying that we're well overdue a remake. I'm not gonna lie. Nah.
We got Blue Lock coming, innit?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, if someone was to ask me, what would you rather remade, Shaman King or Galactic Football?
When you say Shaman King, it reminds me of Shaolin Showdown as well.
That's a cold one.
Shaolin Soccer.
No, Showdown. So it was like Krillin.
Yeah, the bold kid.
It was like Krillin.
Yes. His name's like Omi or something.
Yeah. You got Jackie Chan and his adventures and there's too much with his medallions and stuff. Come on, man.
No, we had Corona. We had it.
But I can't lie. It's gonna be a bit country. I feel like, do you know what tops all of that for me though?
Go on.
Phineas and Ferb, you know.
Oh yeah, no, that came a bit later though.
It did, but I feel like
it was good. It was
that,
good.
That level of
Dragon Ball Z,
cartoon, bro. Phineas and Ferb. It had my whole summer, bro. It had my as a kid, as a young person, I think Phineas and Ferb had it.
Do you know what Phineas and Ferb is to me? It's like a PG version of like your Simpsons or your American Dads or your Family Guy. I think that's like the PG version, but it was good. Even the theme song. Phineas and Ferb. That's cool still. Yeah, man.
Crazy. So you've literally if you talk about Sky bill, TV bill, do you know what I mean? This guy utilized it. You know what I mean? Every penny spent to their team because that's what we had back in the day. A lot of people that might not have known the kind of the backstory of a lot of young black people in London, right, is that you have parents who generally prefer their kids to be at home. And I felt like our generation was that because a lot of our older brothers that were outside got hot, outside got tough, innit? Yeah. And I just felt like there was a stage where all of us was like, yo, we're at home, let's make home the place to be, innit? And everyone was just banging TV as hard as we could.
Because and the thing as well, like you can see, it's not just for show, like the things that Henry was saying, you can tell we actually grew up with it. We lived it, you know what I'm saying? So this ain't a shock, this ain't a surprise. This is why we're here today because this is our life. This was lifestyle. This ain't no fraudulent thing. This was day in, day out from childhood to teenager to now.
We used to have days on the TV, fam.
Yeah.
My day was Thursday. Come on.
My day was Friday, because if you remember, when we had that schedule, it was back in the day when Dragon Ball Z movies were releasing. Right. And I remember seeing the advert, it was like every Friday. So I was like, let me claim the Friday, innit?
Mad.
But nah,
we had the remote as well. He was allowed to hold the remote, but we had certain times. Also, the remote's mine. 5 o'clock. You can ask me to put something on. Shit's my remote.
You know what's mad? My dad would come back from work around 6. So after 6, no matter who you dating, give me my shoes, give me my slippers. And he would go to his chair, man.
I love that. Is so
polishing his shoes.
You can't get on a pod and recreate these moments, bro. Like unless you've lived it, you can't just come and do that. You know what I mean?
But you know what's scary at the same time, bro? Because so we've just stated what we grew up on, innit?
Yeah.
Now the kids are growing up on JJK, Demon Slayer, Attack on Titan, My Hero.
I thought you were gonna say like something fruity, but okay.
But deep it though, like arguably, objectively, are they growing up on better things? Because there's a debate there. I know we had Dragon Ball Z and whatnot, but the quality now, Demon Slayer, AOT, it's mad because they're gonna grow up thinking, oh yeah, I grew up on this, I grew up on that. So it's just going to be beautiful to see because it's happening now as we're getting slightly older.
Do you know what's mad? They're growing up thinking of Naruto like we thought of Dragon Ball Z.
Exactly. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's just the circle. It's a cycle, man.
But to say that, it's almost like if you're born into everything, you don't get to appreciate everything. Like you'd only appreciate beauty if you've seen something ugly. There's no way things are beautiful unless things are ugly. There's no way things are good unless things are bad. So it's almost like I believe we got to experience it in its truest form because we can't just watch next episode. Gee, we had to run back from school, catch it at a certain time, and you can't miss one day because you're not going to see that again.
Bro.
So it's like that level of commitment. And back to what your point of it being a lifestyle. Yes, you run home to watch anime.
100.
Because if you miss it,
It's imagine your favourite character dies, the episode you missed.
That's long.
And then you're watching the next day and you're thinking, where is he? You never see him again.
That's long.
Gone, nigga.
That's long.
Nah, it's long.
I just remember that previously on Dragon Ball Z.
The greatest.
Next time, Dragon Ball Z.
I can't lie, I don't know whose narrator is better, the Dragon Ball Z narrator or the Hunter. Yo, that Hunter narrator is different.
But tell a lie, I can't lie. In Japanese, it sucks.
What Hunter?
Dragon Ball Z.
Oh.
It's for me. The narrator cannot do what but
do you think a Japanese person would say that though? Maybe because we're English saying that. Because they probably think the English one sucks.
Yeah.
You see the flip? I don't know.
I want to have the conversation about dubbed and how dubbed affects our viewing experience at some point. But definitely to your point of that narratorship, it's like having that sense of the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
I can't lie. That's why I'd probably edge it to the Hunter narrator, you know? Because Dragon Ball Z's narrator only had like 10, 30 seconds. Hunter patterned episodes upon episodes. So it's almost like he could do the Dragon Ball Z guy, but the Dragon Ball Z guy can't do it with the Hunter. Well, actually, he might have, but he didn't do it.
Do you remember any of the openings?
What music?
Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
It goes mad.
And then there was another one. Dragon Ball. No.
Dragon Ball Z.
That's the one. That's the one. Do you remember that one, bro?
I don't remember that one too tough, you know.
Bro. There was like 3. I think there was 3 in total.
But
and then there's that Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Do you remember that?
Nah, Dragon Ball Z opening.
Yeah, it was Dragon Ball Z.
I have to hear that.
But
I'm definitely gonna hear that.
it was in Japanese.
Oh, word. Okay.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
I know what you're
I'm about to go see that because I know going to Anime District, these man gonna be playing bare them things there. But listen, I love that story, man. Whenever I hear people that like literally had the same type of like lifestyle towards anime and just that whole having to do the work. Anime's not work no more, you know what I mean? But having to do the work to find it, missed that. Having said that, what is your favourite anime?
My favourite? Okay, cool. Since there's like literally a gun to my head, I have to say One Piece. You know what I mean? I say it's the anime that I know the most about. So yeah, that's my favourite anime. I think my second would be probably like Dragon Ball Super, like the whole Dragon Ball franchise. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Is that more from nostalgia, or do you think like just from
definitely
entertainment?
nostalgia definitely plays a part to it, but there's just something about Goku just screaming and just screaming like, I'm like, you know what I mean? Like,
Have you heard it in Japanese though?
they're taking a big dump. You get what I mean? But like, you know what I mean? They're leveling up. You know what I mean? But now One Piece, man, like, come on, man.
Why?
One Piece is a bit nostalgic as well because I used to watch it on TV, but them times there it was censored. Like I think Sanji had a lollipop and them things. You know what I mean? But One Piece, man, I just like Luffy, innit? Like he's just a free going guy. You know what I mean? I just like what he stands for and that. Like I like Zoro. He's like the cool guy. You know what I mean? He's the cool guy, and then he's always like, I want to say checking Luffy, but like he's the serious one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like a yin yang type of thing.
I just like the whole journey of his
No, he checks Luffy.
Yeah, he does.
He checks Luffy on
but he's still the captain, innit? But yeah, facts.
Man said, do you know what? That point, the part where I was like, okay, Luffy is always conscious of this, right? Is when they were on underwater Fisherman Island, and then Zoro takes out like 1,000, and then Sanji takes out like another 1,000, and then he takes out like 10,000. It's like, this is why you're the captain.
Is that?
You know what I mean?
It was a hacky.
Yeah,
it was when he saw that my man could use the conquerors. Like,
Well done.
It's like if you couldn't even do that, then
it's like of course he could do that. He's a captain or something. But yeah.
So obviously that's my favorite as well. That's a great shout. I feel like there's so many things in One Piece. That because I actually got into One Piece late, even though I watched it on TV, I never actually watched it like that. Like I watched Naruto and stuff like that on TV.
Yeah.
So going back to it and appreciating it from all that time.
Yeah. To be fair, when I watched it on TV, I think I watched up to a certain point to which I think they were on a boat and I think they had to act it from TV because I think the people who got it in the UK got the rights to show it in TV in the UK.
Words.
They realised how deep the story is. They realised that it's not for children, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I think they realised that they would have to censor it so much that they had to stop it. They had to pull the plug.
That makes
so
sense.
how they did it, I believe there was like I can't remember where it was. I think it was roughly around the time where WhiteBeard was facing around Ace. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But all I remember is they were on a boat and how they ended it was just a big giant boulder falling on them. Like it was weird.
I know.
Like, it was weird.
Man.
You know what I mean? Like,
I ain't never heard that, but that's one way of getting rid of a show, bro.
Yeah. They had to get rid of it because they realised.
Of course, I think man.
Literally Ace's death was coming up. They're like, no, this is not for children.
No way. Yeah.
This is not for
Of course.
Of
course. Crazy.
Man, the One Piece. And like, cool. So that's your favorite. Dragon Ball Super is your second. Oh no, the whole franchise. Sorry, is your second favorite.
Yeah.
And so, who would you say is your favorite anime character of all time?
Favorite anime character of all time.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, for my limited anime, because I haven't watched it all. Like, I'm hearing good things about Demon Slayer. I have to jump on that, but we'll get to that later.
Yep.
I'd say WhiteBeard, man, because the thing about WhiteBeard is, okay, so when was he first introduced? He was first introduced when we first saw Ace, right?
Yeah.
Like he wasn't really introduced, but we knew he existed from Ace's back and that.
Wait, didn't we see when Shanks went on the ship?
That was after.
That was after.
Yeah. The first time we heard about WhiteBeard was Ace when in Alabasta.
Yeah,
when we saw his tattoo when Smoker was like, wow, like what's such a notorious
pirate doing her,
but yeah, like from the little time that WhiteBeard had on the screen, he just had such a big impact. You know what I mean? So I'm just like,
he's authority, like
big
authority.
the impact man had was just mad. Do you know what I mean? So to me, he's better than Roger, and Roger's supposed to be the man. You know what I mean?
Nah,
To me, he's better than Shanks, and Shanks is also supposed to be. But this WhiteBeard guy, like, there was everything. He was powerful.
Yeah.
His abilities were cool. When he cracked the air for the whole, like, wow, this guy's cracking the air.
Bro.
Cracking the air. From his you don't expect it. Like, I remember when he got stabbed by Squado.
Yeah.
I was thinking this guy's gonna die. I was like,
and the
this
back,
guy's gonna. Bro, this guy hugged him.
Tanked it, fam.
That guy hugged him.
Tanked
Like,
it.
you know what I mean? Like, from I don't really like a character. Well, I do, but I like the fact that he was really strong, but he was still limited with his old age, because it showed that, like, I don't know. I just liked how he was limited, in the sense that Ace died, showing that he wasn't able to protect him. But they portrayed him correct, because they still showed he was strong, but they showed that he wasn't, like, he was still vulnerable.
Yeah.
I like that.
Facts.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like his character, man. The white beard, come on, man. White beard.
It's unique, because one thing you said that I like as well is I've personally got prime WhiteBeard over prime Roger. I think WhiteBeard's stronger than him still. But the second thing I liked as well is, I can't lie, when you first see him do his ability, and you just see his hands like this, and you just see the screen crack.
Yeah.
And his cape flapping.
Yeah. You're just thinking, this is new. This is honestly something I've never seen before in anime, this type of ability, the Quake fruit. And also, like you mentioned, he was hyped up from early. Yeah. And then when you first see him, he's just some big giant dude who Shanks is trying to chat to, but he's not trying to hear it all from.
Remember the stairs?
Yeah.
When they were in the Marine Corps, that stairs, everyone was just silent.
It was hard. There's a case for him to be the greatest character in One Piece. There's a case for it still. Yeah. There's definitely a case for it, man.
Yeah, and I guess even just the way that, as you said, he just garners that sense of, I'm holding the short. Like, he held Marine forward.
He wasn't in the show for that long. Like, his screen time is
he held
short.
it. Like, and it's so crazy that you had Mihawk there, and you're not even thinking about Mihawk. You had flipping Luffy there. You weren't thinking about Luffy. You had the 3 admirals. You weren't thinking about them. Do you know what I mean? There's so many people that we were thinking as we were watching, like, no, these are big cats, bro.
Big
All these big cats are there, and you still have WhiteBeard taking control of the situation.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Cold.
Crazy.
Legendary
That's like,
character.
it's almost like, I want to say, you have all the heavy hitters, all the cages in Naruto. Right?
Yeah.
You have all of the big dogs reanimated, but then you just have Madara. Like, do you know what I mean? It's just a different type of
different
energy.
breed, different grave.
So just one last point. Do you agree with that statement? Prime WhiteBeard over Prime Roger?
No, I honestly, I think the story tried to show them as complete equals.
Complete equals.
Complete equals. I think that's how the story tried to show them.
Yeah, I agree, man. I just think.
Did they do it? Do you think they did?
I believe.
Yeah, they did a good job.
I
but I think facts, and I think when we see Blackbeard, we'll see what the Quake can really do, and then it's just gonna beg the question. Oh yeah, Blackbeard can do that.
Do you know what?
Why the fuck can't WhiteBeard?
Do you know what? Yeah, and another point to why I believe the show showed them as complete equals is because I think it was their way of showing what Roger would have been like if Roger was old age during a war. You know what I mean?
But that's Garp though. We see that through Garp.
Nah, but Garp was. I believe Garp was.
But I thought they showed Garp and Thing to be equals.
I believe Garp was a bit weaker than Roger, but they haven't really shown like them fighting. They haven't shown, but they've shown WhiteBeard and Roger fighting. You know what I mean? I believe because WhiteBeard was like so short, like his screen time was so short, and it was an old man. I believe they just portrayed how Roger would have been like if Roger was still alive. Like, that's how powerful Roger would have been. Like,
I just think it's interesting how you could make a statement like Garp has fought with Goldie Roger multiple times to a draw, and then you want to equate Garp to WhiteBeard.
Nah,
because I feel like once you're like then, because if you don't do that, then now you're saying WhiteBeard's stronger than
Garp.
Roger.
That's what I've been telling you, bro.
No, but I'm saying that's
prime WhiteBeard is different, bro. Honestly, if WhiteBeard said to Roger, "You're not Pirate King, not today," there is nothing Roger would have been able to do about it. Hand on heart.
I don't know, man.
And the thing is, he gave him Odin. If he was actually like, "Nah, you're not Pirate King," there is nothing Roger's doing.
I think Roger's Roger's taking them down.
I forgot the argument. Sorry, so I forgot the argument.
I forgot the argument.
Yeah, Roger's killing them, bro.
I don't think it's...
So the easiest thing to analyze and break it down and look at it, is their crews were more or less equals, right?
No. Sorry, you said Rayleigh to who?
Alright, so basically, when we see in the manga, or the anime, however, even though it's filler, but their crews are equals, innit?
Yeah.
Their crews are equals, even though you've got man like Scopper, Rayleigh and them, man. Whereas WhiteBeard had a young Marco, young Jozu, and their crews are equal. So who's making up the deficit?
What?
It's
They had
WhiteBeard.
flipping a young Shanks and a young Buggy.
With a prime Rayleigh and a prime Scopper.
And they had a flipping the swordsman of Wano. Like, come on, bro.
Exactly. 1, you got Rayleigh and Scopper. 2.
Alright, cool.
So to make up the deficit, but all angles covered, I'm telling you. Prime WhiteBeard.
Do you know what I think? I think Roger's team was a bit stronger than WhiteBeard's.
But they went to a standstill.
Yeah, because I don't think they were ever trying to axe each other off.
I can't lie.
I believe
They couldn't.
Yeah, I believe because they got that friendly. I think what tips it over is the Rayleigh. I think because I believe the Odin is equal to what do you call it, Scopper, wasn't he?
Okay.
Yeah, do you get what I mean? I believe that's who Odin is equal to. I think I believe Rayleigh is stronger than Odin. But yeah, I believe WhiteBeard and Roger are equal.
Henry,
I believe as in terms of teams, I believe with what do you call it, Roger having Rayleigh, I believe that tips.
But okay, deep this year. Perfect thing you said, yeah.
Alright, cool.
Kaido. Kaido gave us his top 5 strongest individuals. Rayleigh's not there, but Odin is.
Has he met Rayleigh?
I mean,
of course he's met.
no,
Rayleigh.
I don't think it was top.
Of course he has.
I don't think it was his top 5.
Henry, Kaido said Shanks,
I think
fucking Odin,
he said
WhiteBeard, Roger,
he said it as in
and Zebek.
he said it the people that who could fight him.
Yes, Rayleigh's not there.
But we don't know whether they've ever scrapped.
I don't know how you put Shanks above Rayleigh, bro.
If you have your pirate, if you have your what do you call it, your leader, as in Roger was Rayleigh's leader, Roger's gonna take the best fight. So just like how Zoro didn't fight everyone that Luffy fought the strongest. So it could be that dynamic, as in they've never fought, because every single time when they've meet up, it was Roger taking the fight.
But we know Kaido knows about Rayleigh.
Yeah, he knows about the way.
And yet Rayleigh's not there.
but
and
it's just-
Odin's there, brother. Odin.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because Odin's more tired because they've actually, but we don't know whether Rayleigh.
Rayleigh
That's
just-
what I'm saying.
Rayleigh
I
beat
just
Shanks.
prime Rayleigh as well, not the old one. So, but I hear you, man. Maybe.
Even just to say that. Alright, anyway, that aside, innit? Your favorite character is favorite anime's One Piece character is WhiteBeard. And that makes a lot of sense.
His favorite anime character was the question.
Yeah, crazy.
And it was WhiteBeard there.
Because my anime is limited. So
No,
maybe
I
if I
guess
watch
that.
more, it would be.
Against that. WhiteBeard's a solid choice, man.
Very solid choice.
Left the series a bit too early, but then again, we are getting him via flashbacks. So, yeah, man, it's brazy. It's brazy.
Yeah.
But, yeah, man, so that's your favourite characters, favourite animes, etc., etc. Off the dome, what's your favourite anime moment?
Anime
All time.
moment of all time. Hey,
Yeah.
fam, we're just going to go back to that war, fam, because that war was mad.
Marine Forge.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Marine Ford was crazy, innit? Like, it's going to go back to that time. But let me switch up a bit, and I'm going to go with my second, because we already talked about Marine Ford a bit.
Yeah.
Let's go with, what do you call it? Okay, cool. It has to be Jiren.
Jiren.
For me, it's Jiren, innit?
Okay.
That whole introduction to him, the way he conducted himself, the way Goku had to struggle and fight him. And yeah, we've seen it before, but there was a bit of nostalgic kind of thing mixed into it. That I enjoyed it. Like, it was complete fan service.
Yeah.
Obviously, people might say, oh, it wasn't that deep, but I enjoyed it, man. I like the way Jiren was just cold, just posted up, not saying a word, but everyone could tell that he was the coldest stone. When he started to walk, Frieza was shook.
Got to the structure or even looking like, okay.
It was cold, fam. Like,
Yeah, no, brazy. That was a very, very brazy moment.
His suit's cold and that.
Yeah.
The whole thing's cold, but he's basically like a Superman kind of.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, 100%. You can tell he's probably inspired by Superman as well.
Yeah.
A man didn't move for like, what, 10 minutes in the beginning of the tournament? He was just standing in one position.
Standing in one position, fam.
Crazy.
One position.
Absolute madness. No, I'm not mad at that. Jiren, WhiteBeard, there's upper echelon of anime characters in my opinion. On Escanor, your WhiteBeards, your Jirens, Aizens, your Mataras, you know what I'm saying? So, no, I'm not mad at that, man. He's definitely up there for real. So, yeah, man. Even one thing I wanted to ask is Wano Kuni. What we saying so far? Is it the greatest arc in One Piece? Has it surpassed Marineford? What's the thoughts right now?
Hell to no, man. Like as I said, I still think the whole Marineford is the best arc. Like what's more to be said? You know what I mean? Like I think they said that this arc's gonna surpass it, and yeah, it hasn't finished, but it's like we've been on this arc for like what 3 years now, or something like that.
Crazy.
So it's like, god damn, like nah, man. Like even Big Mom and Kaido has disappointed me, man. Yeah. I was gasped when I saw Kaido's fruit, knowing that he's a dragon. Because I was like, wow, this man's a dragon. Like, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Strongest creature, it makes sense. Yeah. Even though there's Zunisha, I'm thinking, but you know what I mean? He's the strongest, you know what I mean? Yeah. But yeah, man, it has to be that, man. It has to be that one. What about yourself, man?
Whether it's surpassed? Come on, man. We all know why One Piece is One Piece. We know why it's in the big three. There's a reason, there's an arc that puts it there. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you said, Wano isn't finished, but I think we've seen enough to make a judgment. I've got it in my top 5. Wano's in my top 5 for sure. But has it surpassed Marineford? No, not at all. Not in my opinion. And to be honest, bros, the Yonkos have been poor. Yeah. We had a pre-time skip of Shanks and WhiteBeard predominantly, and we've come to Kaido and Big Mom. Big Mom, amnesia. She just feels like a walking plot device. She's fighting what? Trafalgar Law and Kid. If I was to ask you a couple years back, how many supernovas it'll take to beat a Yonko, everyone would have said like 5, 6, all of bro, 2 of them are patterning her.
Yeah,
2.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
2.
It's crazy.
Do you reckon 2 of them could have patterned WhiteBeard?
No. Well, no, apparently so.
It's
I feel like everything's
so
explained to
frustrating,
me
man.
through post-time skip. Because the pre-time skip, we're saying 5, 6. Post-time skip, we're not saying 5, 6. We're saying 3, 4. Like even 2, 3 in my opinion.
2, bro. 2. Come back. That's
post-time skip, though, isn't it? Like a pre-time skip, we had no comprehension. That's why I feel like the sense that everyone got hacky, everyone got this sense of being able to deflect. Because before I was thinking, how the hell you beating quick fruit? Right. How the hell you beating all of these things? Right. Gee, in my opinion, anyone could beat that now.
But you know what crumbles that, bro, is even Kid and Law right now, they and if I say to you, can they beat WhiteBeard that we've already seen?
Yeah.
Hell no.
Are they getting slumped by WhiteBeard the same way?
What?
Yeah.
I don't know.
What?
Based on what we're seeing.
Based on what we're seeing.
That's what I'm trying to say.
I
Pre-time skip, you're seeing shit like that happen to fucking Akainu. He's getting his head one thumped in. Do you know what I mean? Where's your Haki Den? But that's all I'm trying to say. Before then, fam, if he had Haki Den, I'd be like, yo, why are you taking this type of damage, bro? This is Akainu. And that's what I mean about everyone's evolved over time. So I feel like that's the thing that's happened, as opposed to the characters are we're no longer scared of the characters. The thing is, everyone got a power boost except for the Yonko, in my opinion.
Yeah, the
Yonko should have got the power boost.
The power boost we've seen in Wano is to me is a bit too
ridiculous.
But apparently it's always been there though. That's the thing that pisses me off.
Bro, the same Wano, Luffy got 1 bang, bro.
Yeah.
The same Wano.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, Law and Kid can be... I swear to God, sometimes I hold back on One Piece here because it gets me so mad. Because what people don't realise here is people tend to kind of chat shit about power scaling, innit?
Yeah.
In terms of like, oh, you can't be too focused on it, blah, blah, blah. But the reason why that's kind of BS is because power scaling is a form of storytelling in terms of your continuing, the progression of the storyline. It's a form of writing. Yeah. You need to have it to make sense.
And there's a realism as well.
Exactly. Because let's be real, yeah. Big Mom got patterned by what? Robin at one point. Yeah, Frankie. You're going to tell me Robin and Frankie would beat WhiteBeard? Like, it's One Piece, man.
Yeah,
I've got a love-hate relationship with it, but
again, when we
crazy.
Speak about One Piece fights, the majority of fights that we've seen, we haven't been privileged enough to see 1v1s. I think that's the problem, because without the 1v1s, you can't carry that power scaling across. We've seen a lot of team, a lot of running around, a lot of tactical abilities, and that's generally what's used. That's One Piece's device. It isn't necessarily the one versus one, who's stronger, the stronger out of the two wins. That's never been that archetype, and I don't think that will never be that. Yeah, just because that's what I'm trying to say.
I don't know. We had one of the worst things ever, and personally, but we talk about this all the time. I still haven't forgiven Oda personally for the Katakuri Luffy 1v1.
Yeah.
Exactly what you mentioned. 1v1. Even now, the fact that Katakuri won that fight is
But even before that, the plot was like multiple versus Katakuri because he had his little team with him first and foremost.
I mean, I like that fight, man.
It's a good fight.
And I think he did it in a way to show that Katakuri was still stronger by the end of it. But obviously Luffy had to win. So I think he did it in a way to
was it something like the pain?
Katakuri was still
It was that he just couldn't firm pain.
Luffy just had mad endurance.
Yeah, and Katakuri just couldn't firm pain. Wasn't that the thing?
Yeah,
Katakuri?
Yeah, kind of.
Isn't that the plot device to justify the loss?
Nah.
Someone that's been getting banged.
Katakuri didn't lose because of pain. Katakuri lost because Luffy learnt Future Sight within that same fight. That's the reason why he lost.
When is he meant to learn it?
Against a Future Sight master. I've never used, bro. This guy is this guy has one of the
Future Sight before,
one of the best.
He did use Future Sight.
Fairs, but this guy's got one of the best Future Sights feats we've ever seen, bro. He can look into the future.
The only one.
The only one. He's a master, bro. And in the same fight, not only have you learnt it, but you've learnt it to match a master's level in the same fight.
No.
Oh, come on,
I think they showed that Katakuri's Future Sight was still superior by the end of it. But I hear you.
But Henry, if it's so superior, why was it so close? The fight.
I think
that's the issue.
I think Katakuri allowed Luffy to win, to be honest. But anyways, let me ask you this question. Let me ask you this question. What do you guys think the D means in like
Will of D?
Yeah, Will of D. What do you think that's all about?
Will of D. I think fundamentally what it will tie in is to something that the Celestial Dragons have done, innit? Like specifically, not just like born natural animals, enemies of God, but specifically the gods created something that affected a bloodline or something like that, or did something quite explicit.
Yeah.
That's what I think the D is, and they've kind of been branded with that type of thing. So we'll go to find that something like everyone was related via or they were all test babies, or the devil fruits were to do with their blood type thing. So they were original devils type shit, and the D's for devil.
That's what I was thinking. But yeah, makes sense. What about you, Ken?
But do all the D's have a devil fruit?
No. Gar?
No.
Gar hasn't got fruit.
Okay.
But yeah, so I'm scared, man. I'm scared with the D thing because what happens is when you don't. Okay. When you keep going with your story, and you do not explain things, and then at the last moment you shove it in our faces, it creates room for error.
100.
And it could be disastrous, this D thing, because it's like not all of these have conquerors. Haki, the D's clearly aren't all from the same family because even Ace and Luffy aren't even brothers. You got Law as well.
Yeah.
So like it can't be a bloodline thing because they're not even family. So I don't know, man, and I don't know, man. I'm just very concerned because and the trajectory as well, because going back to the Katakuri thing real quick is because I said it, when Katakuri Luffy situation happened, I said everyone should be worried with this scenario because when Luffy fights Kaido, we're in trouble. Luffy's fighting Kaido right now and we're in trouble. The same arc, you've been one shot and now you're about to beat a Yonko 1v1 and they say 1v1 bet on. Man, I'm getting to the territory of just being concerned, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
So regarding the D,
and he's not. And my main thing is that, for example, Naruto's allowed to get power boost, right? Ichigo's allowed to get power boost. Goku, Gohan allowed to get power
one-offs
boost.
though, bro. One-offs. Not every single fucking arc, bro.
No, but I mean,
you get what I'm saying? His name's Monkey D. Lucky. Like every fight, Crocodile, Katakuri, Doflamingo, Kaido. Come on, brother. Do you get what I'm saying?
Do you know what I like about Luffy though? They have to show him losing.
But does he really lose?
He loses and come back. I guess it's that whole
in the
thing.
same hour. This nigga will come back, and that's what I don't like. And it's every fight, bro.
Could be tied to.
Bro, okay, Katakuri, yeah. Remember, he got that. Okay, maybe I'm talking of assumption. That same Katakuri fight, he got patterned. Remember, and the Katakuri went off to eat his donut, showed his mouth.
Yeah.
10 minutes later, you come back with features like that. The Flamingo, he needed what, a half an hour break. Everyone else had to fight the Flamingo, came back, took it down.
But you know,
bro, do you know what's happened with Kaido? Remember when he knocked him off the rooftop? Yeah. No. Okay, we got one bang, went prison. Yeah. He came back. Kaido slumped him again. Kaido slumped him again off the rooftop. And now he's come back with Advanced Conqueror's Haki.
I mean, look, there's something called the main character, and then there's plot armor,
and then there's Luffy.
And then there's the monkey.
Bro, his one's ridiculous. So, but I get you, because with the Ichigo power up, cool, it happened. And you can think of the moment in your head that once.
Yeah.
Give him twice, max.
No, I give him 3 times. I give him
other times.
Yeah, there's a few times. First time
when the Hollow always comes in,
and then Okuria, 1.
I'm not well versed.
I am well versed. I'm telling you. Yeah.
But when I did watch it, it happened a couple times.
The thing with the mask,
happens.
the thing with him going Devil Ichigo.
Ikuria, yeah. That's
the thing with the mask as well.
That was the main power up. Like it required the scenario. Cool. 1.
But he's had to do that more. Fights he should have lost. He's had to use that.
When?
The fight with
the Ikuria one was the mad one.
The mad
and you're allowed that. As an MC, you're allowed that one berserk.
Yeah, you're allowed that moment. Okay.
Cool. What's the next one?
Okay, you got eyes on one as well.
What eyes on one? When he went to go train?
Yeah, when he stabbed himself with his own Sanpak toe.
When?
When he turned into the
last final
version
gets to go.
Final gets to go.
Okay, but that's not a power up. He went to go fucking train for that. Luffy's not train. Luffy's getting it in the fight, bro.
He trained for like 10 minutes, bro.
Yeah, he trained.
Ichigo.
No, it wasn't 10 minutes.
How long was it?
Okay.
It was in the same fight, bro.
No, bro, but this is what I mean by the difference, bro. Is how you do things. Ichigo, went with his pops to train. It wasn't 10 minutes. In the real world, it was 10 minutes. In their time frozen, they were there for time, bro. Yeah. Luffy, on the other hand, I don't want to come across as a Luffy hater.
But you know what Luffy did though? He realized how to use, how he's using his haki was wrong. But he already had background training as to how to channel it. Is that just that he was channeling his armor, armor haki. So now he just converted it as in, okay, I was using it wrong. Now I have to channel my conquerors, and that's how he had that mad power boost. He already had prior training. He just had to redirect which haki to coat instead.
Works.
Yeah.
I hear that.
But the realization was a bit like, right?
I heard you. Don't forget the realization. Yeah, and maybe I'm talking from assumed knowledge. This guy's fighting Kaido. Kaido has gone to his hybrid form, his strongest form. Luffy's in base form.
No, he's switching between forms in the fight. If you watch it, he's switching. He's always switching between forms.
In the manga, they have clashed multiple times when he's in base form. Equally.
It's a bit weird. We don't know whether he's in gear second or not.
I think the only thing I can say to what you're saying is I take the emphasis less of Luffy and more of how these Yonkos are not they are not on the levels that WhiteBeard were. Because when you heard Yonko, you've always thought Shanks to be on a mad thing. And Shanks proved himself coming to the war, stopping the war.
Yeah.
And any Yonko would have done that.
Cool, but I mean in the same manner that Shanks did, I don't know. In that same sense
not the same manner, but
this
the effects would have been equally.
Yeah, but this is what I'm trying to say about a Yonko. As in what WhiteBeard has done is put Yonko on that level to say, yo, these man are different. But after seeing these man and seeing everyone else power up, they don't seem as different now that everyone else is powered up. That's what I'm trying to say. Because if I saw flipping Zoro doing a mad thing like he's done compared to WhiteBeard, then, bro, like after the time skip, it's not as mad to me anymore, bro. After seeing Zoro post time skip, in my opinion. Compared to old dying WhiteBeard, there's so many things that you see now that, okay, what WhiteBeard was doing wasn't actually that sick because that could have been patterned by any one of these men. Zoro would have slashed any one of WhiteBeard's moves, in my opinion.
When? When?
Post time skip.
Yeah.
What these men could do now.
Yeah. You're saying.
I'm saying they could have patterned any one of WhiteBeard's moves pre time skip. from what we see now in post-time skip. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I don't know.
Tell me a move that WhiteBeard could do that we've seen in post-time skip that Zoro can't pattern.
I don't know.
Just tell me.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. No one right now is beating Akanu. None of them.
I don't.
I'm just telling you. Just tell me a move that Zoro cannot pattern. That's what I'm trying to say.
A fucking quick to the face, bro.
Yeah, I don't think he can do that.
A quick to the face. Alright, cool.
No, he would survive.
Durability.
He would survive, but bro, give him a couple more and he's done.
But and this is what I'm trying to say. Pre-time skip,
yeah,
no one is firming that bang. But now that you see post-time skip, bare people are patterning that.
I would say just
that's
recently.
What I'm trying to say.
Not fresh post-time. I would say just like Wano. I'd say Wano.
Yeah.
I would say I'd say Wano. Not just recently.
Yeah, I agree.
Because Luffy got one banged by Kaido
in the same.
And that was way after he already fought Katakuri.
Yeah,
that was way after post-time skip. But I'm talking about now after the prison thing. This war, yes, then I believe. So. But just that's fresh.
Okay.
But not fresh post-time. Fresh post-time script. They were still getting patterned by everyone that we've seen.
Who though? That's what I'm trying to.
Doflamingo.
Yeah, Doflamingo.
You think?
No. I don't know.
At the time of Dressrosa, Doflamingo was patterning all of them.
I'm saying you have Luffy with all of these forms. Generally not using them.
Doflamingo will pattern Luffy, but like Doflamingo will be getting fucked up until Luffy run out of his Gear 4. Then
then he'll come back.
But it's not too well. No, actually, no, because Luffy would have lost because he needed 5 minutes.
Henry, Crocodile, Katakuri, every fight. My nigga should have lost. But even Cracker, Henry.
But I guess
Cracker.
Remember, that's a part of his power, innit? Like even Mihawk and Shanks, they all see his power to influence people and stuff. The fact he was able to influence Katakuri whilst he was in the fight is that's just who Luffy is. That's what they're trying to portray. That's how Luffy is, innit? So that's technically a part of his power, but whether that's bullshit is for you to decide, isn't it?
It's just for you to decide, man. This is a kid from how old? 3-4 years old fighting with lions and shit in the den. Yeah. Always been the guy to lose and come back from a kid, and doing that for what 17 years.
Yeah.
I mean, I think if that is not a strong enough backstory to support durability.
I think he's 19 or something.
Yeah. So if that's not a strong enough point to support durability, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I want to see how do you guys feel about Kaido going down? Because
it has to happen, man. Because
I know, but bro,
Big Mama's
it's like
gonna.
Katakuri can get away with it. Doflamingo, if you pattern Kaido.
No, with what the things Luffy has in his arsenal now, fair enough.
Yeah.
But if he didn't have this in his arsenal, look, my whole thing is now he's got this in his arsenal. Cool. My whole thing was how he got this arsenal was mad. But now he's got it taken out Kaido. I can see it. You get what I mean? But how he got it was a bit too rapid.
Yeah. No, Hundo.
You know what I mean?
And like I saw somebody saying, it was quite interesting perspective. I want to know what both of you think. Somebody, I can't remember, maybe on the TikTok, somebody was like, is it mad for Luffy to become Pirate King at that young age? And obviously, I know it's a whole different story, but yet they're always going to be in tandem with each other. With Narrator, for example, he wasn't Hokage at that young age. And that's what I appreciated. They had to mature him a bit to become the Hokage. It made no sense for an 18-year-old kid. Do you know what I'm saying? So how do you guys feel about Luffy being the Pirate King at 19, 20 years old?
I think Luffy's already been seen as like a Joy Boy type thing. So he might be like an ancient weapon times 2 or some shit.
Okay.
Like he seems like his reincarnation. Like you've really seen how lucky he is. So I think with the way the story has portrayed him, yes, because like he's basically Joy Boy. He got a D. He's like Shanks has lost an arm for him. Like he's special. He's supposed to surpass everyone, even Roger and Whitebeard. He's supposed to.
Yeah.
So maybe he's just the story is making him out to be that special, I guess. So
okay. How do you feel about young Pirate King?
I feel like young Pirate King. The only thing that Pirate King specifies is you're the most freest in the world, innit?
Yeah.
So as in, if that becomes ultimate alliance of Luffy and he could go whatever territory he wants to go to, I think that can qualify him. I hope the One Piece is more explicit, but if the One Piece is being the freest in the world, then I'd say that could be at that age.
Okay. But do you reckon that's what the One Piece is, or that's just what Luffy wants out of it?
Yeah, and that's what I mean.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think because gone.
Yes, you don't think what?
No, I don't think necessarily the One Piece makes you the freest in the world, but I know that's what Luffy interprets.
No, Pirate King makes you
exactly, not the One Piece.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So That's what Luffy wants to become, the Pirate King, because he interprets it makes him the freest in the world. Not necessarily the One Piece will make you the freest in the world. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I generally think that. Yeah, if Pirate King means that, then yeah, he could definitely be Pirate King. It's all about how Oda justifies it. Do you know what I mean?
No,
but obviously, if you're only Pirate King if you find a One Piece,
yeah,
then equally, then yeah, man, it's against Blackbeard type shit. Like whoever finds it is Pirate King.
No, 100%.
What about
yeah,
you?
man. A young Pirate King, I'm not a fan of it, to be honest with you. Only because you've got Kaido, who are in his 50s, Big Mom in his 60s. They've been actively trying to become Pirate King for decades. Then Luffy comes along.
You think?
100%.
There was no such thing as Pirate King.
Yes, there was.
Until God, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. So
yeah,
Roger died 20 years ago.
Yeah, so at least 2 decades.
20
they've
years,
been trying.
baby.
oh, okay, yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
What did I say wrong?
No, because obviously when you're 40 looking for the Pirate King, as opposed to, remember, the whole thing was about to get the new generation to go out to seize to find all of these things. It's not about the 50.
It's about every single pirate. Every single pirate.
But when you kind of saw it, it was the influence of the young pirates.
Because we're looking at it through Luffy's lens.
No, not even Shanks's. Like Shanks, Buggy, all them brothers.
Shanks isn't trying to become Pirate King. That's how I see it.
Blackbeard, how old Blackbeard? Blackbeard's old, bro.
He's old,
and he's trying to become Pirate King.
He's Shanks' age.
Yeah, and this is what Shanks was a kid on WhiteBeard's crew. That's what I'm trying to say. People that were literally underlings. That's why you don't have Rayleigh and all them niggas looking for it. Because
Rayleigh already knows what it is.
But this is what I'm trying to say, is people that's already of that age that have seen WhiteBeard fight, seen WhiteBeard, seen Roger fight, seen Roger grow, seen all of these things, and now you still want to chase these things.
You know, Kaido isn't that old. He's like
I'm
Shanks' age. It's Big Mom who's old.
Oh yeah, but that all I'm saying, right, is that them all, I don't see the older lot that have grown with Roger to be the ones on fire for fighting in the One Piece.
But, okay, what we're trying to say is they actually are. Kaido and Big Mom.
They were part of the rocks. They were under rocks. Then they went to go have their own crew. And Big Mom's openly said that she could have been the king of the pirates if it wasn't for Shanks. Roger.
Yeah.
Right. So and even this alliance that they're trying. They've been aligned together to find the One Piece and then do a great war or something like that. Yeah.
So the One Piece makes you Pirate King.
Yeah.
In the context of One Piece,
that's what we've seen so far. Yeah.
Yeah.
Finding the One Piece makes you Pirate King.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair dues.
Very interesting.
One Piece heavy, man. One Piece heavy. But what you guys rating that chapter then, just to conclude everything?
The latest chapter.
Yeah.
You know what it is, yeah? I'm just waiting for the anime. Maybe the anime can show me what I'm seeing in it. But this chapter, it was a bit like raw. Like I didn't even fully understand what
Law and Kid versus Big Mom.
I understood what Law did to some extent, but I didn't really understand what Kid did. Like Kid to me is just lame. Like Law has done so good. Like I've always thought that Law's power was Yonko level, but obviously
he has the best devil fruit. I think
Big Mom's devil fruit is on his level. I think they're both just as OP as each other. But Big Mom's a Yonko. I'm saying Law should have, with his power set, he should have dealt with Doflamingo time ago. But anyways, yeah. Going back to that chapter, I understood what Law did to some extent. But what do you call it? Kids, I don't know, man. So I'm gonna have to give the chapter a 7, man. 7 is a safe number, but I don't want to go too high because this is a Yonko and it seems like it's finished.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I didn't really. That's why I said I'm waiting for the anime because the anime has been better than the manga so far.
Okay.
And this arc was supposed to be better than Marineford.
Yeah.
Marineford. These are
wild statements, bro.
Exactly. These are the Yonkos that was. You know what I mean?
Facts.
But obviously waiting for Luffy and Kaido to get it going.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But I'll give it a 7 for like that reason. Just a bit underwhelmed kind of thing. Like I was expecting something different, but anime is gonna probably be different.
What are you telling me, KB?
Leo, I agree with you, bro. I'm really looking forward to the rooftop. I think if that gets done really well, I think they should add in some filler because it definitely needs some filler with the fight. So if that gets done, it's gonna be so sensational. Regarding the chapter though, I'll give it a 5, man. When you think about it, yeah, fucking Aokiji and Akanu fought for 10 days. Big Mom and Kaido fought for several hours. Fucking Luffy fought Cracker for 11 hours. Fought Katakuri for 12 hours or some bullshit. Law and Kid have beaten Big Mom in about 10 minutes.
Mad thing. Mad thing.
Cool, but the thing is, the fight's not over, so we'll see how it goes. And again, just harping it back to the people saying, "Oh, you can't focus on power scaling." But power scaling is a part of your writing. Unfortunately, it plays a massive part in terms of your storytelling. And yeah, man, that chapter was a bit wild still. And I'm ready for Wano to end, man. It's been 3 years, bro. We're longer than Dressrosa. It's time to keep it pushing, man. Let Luffy just pattern Kaido. Law, Big Man, hurry up, pattern. Let's move on. It's enough now, man. We need to see what's going on in the outside world. We want to see Sabo. We want to see Shanks. We want to see Dragon. There's more things we want to get to than just you making a mockery of one of the Yonkos and Big Mom, amnesia, time travel. My goodness, just let's go, man. Wano's done for me.
Yeah. I hear you. Well, that was the One Piece take. One Piece take. Anything else?
One Piece.
What else you got down the agenda?
You got any more questions?
Yeah, man. Like, obviously, I've got like limited anime I'm watching, so I guess like, what would be like your top 5 animes you would recommend me to watch? And wow.
Okay.
You got some?
Preferably new animes. That's like.
Off rip, you got JJK. That one should be your number one.
Yeah, seen that. Jujutsu Kaisen?
Yeah, I've seen that one, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But no, you don't just list it, even if I've seen it.
Okay, fair enough.
JJK, that's definitely up there. You got next one?
I would say watch Demon Slayer. It is good. The potential's there. Not necessarily anything you haven't seen before, but it still does things to a really good level.
I'm going to take your advice. You said that you give it like 4-3 episodes before. Because I watched like the first episode of like, but I don't know, I slept. I can't lie, I slept.
Yeah.
But I've been hearing good things about it, so I'll give it that more.
One. Yeah, definitely give it more.
Yeah,
a lot of people whenever a lot of people recommend anime, and I think it's so sick when they do it, is like there's a specific moment that they know you would get hooked on. And sometimes they realise that it happens in episode 5 or 6, so they give you that little heads up that, yo,
JJK.
I know that the 3 episodes is the threshold, but make it to that certain one, and then it would be like, boom. But 100. There's certain anime people like Promised Neverland, episode 1. JJK, episode 1.
Tokyo Revenge? Tokyo Revengers.
Tokyo Revengers, episode 1.
Boom.
So there's some animes that get you episode 1. 84, whatever the fuck that anime is, that is not a number 1. That is not a number 4. That might be like a number 7 or 8, but who knows? But the next one I'm giving you is...
What, is this number 3?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, yeah.
Number 3, I'd say I'd give you Kuroko no Basket. You've seen that?
I can't even say that if I tried to. Say again?
Kuroko no Basket.
Yeah.
That is a phenomenal 3-season basketball anime.
Is it like galactic football then? Or like...
Yeah, kind of.
It gives you them vibes, man. And it gives you a nice little story as well. It's not just like haiku where it's just more you see the growth of the character through the sport. But you kind of see a backstory about a group of friends from a different school coming to do you know what I mean? Just gives you a little more oomph in it.
Kuroko no Basket.
Number 4?
I'd say, bro, Dr. Stone. Because I know you, I think you would appreciate the science side of things. I think you'd appreciate the intricacies.
Dr. Stone.
I think I've seen a poster of that.
Yeah, bro, really good.
Stone.
I think you would appreciate it. And arguably episode 1, you could make the case that
it's good.
Yeah, it tells you
Intriguing.
exactly what you're going to get on the tin from the beginning. And you're just watching it unfold. And it's just about does it live up to what it kind of says it's going to do. So, I'd recommend you that for sure.
And then last one?
Last but not the least, definitely not the least, I think we could equally say Vinland Saga, you know.
Vinland.
You not seen that, bro?
No, I haven't. Yeah. It sounds like a vampire thing, but I don't know.
No. You know how you like you know what's that guy's name, man?
Ragnar Lothbrok.
Yeah, Vikings. You like Vikings?
I think you was telling about this.
Yeah, bro. Watch that, fam. It is sick. It gives that vibe. No powers, no abilities.
Is it better than Demon Slayer?
Season 1 for season 1. Yes.
Okay, done.
Yes. 100%.
Objectively, I could see the argument for yes, but I prefer Demon Slayer. But I could generally see it.
Is that season 2 bias creeping in?
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. That's why I said season 1, season 1. Because we don't know what the season 2 of
Season 1 of Demon Slayer was more like potential. Like you saw all of the potential.
Right.
Whereas in Vinland is not potential. Like this is it. Like,
they don't waste
it's the
time,
fire
bro.
in it. So
Humble.
yeah, those are if I can remember how I concluded it was JJK at the number 1, and then you went with. And then we went to Demon Slayer. Came back to me with Clock on a Basket.
Yeah.
Back over to you with Dr. Stone, and then back over to me, or both of us, was Vinland Saga.
Hondo.
That's a nice little 5, and yeah, if you haven't seen any of those online, I'd highly recommend it. These guys are these animes that we recommended are ones that you could start, and first 2-3 episodes, if not the first, within 3 episodes you're hooked, and the fire.
Okay.
Cool. Let's get into these questions. We've got
Let's go.
Got a segment where we ask you guys, the loyal viewers, subscribers, how at AniMates we can answer your questions and what questions you had for us in it. So on the Instagram and Twitter, we sent out a message, and these are the questions we got today. First question is your top 10 One Piece arcs. Man said top 10. They didn't even want to go for 3 or 5.
Facts. So what we'll do is we'll just do 3 each.
Okay.
We'll do 3 each and then we'll keep it stepping. What's your top 3?
Top 3, sorry. I said 3. So my top 3 would go no order. Do I have to do the order as well?
Yeah, let's do order, man. It makes it more fun.
Alright, cool. Coming in at number 3, we have a very, very, very respectable. Very respectable. Yeah, 3 is difficult.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's not hard.
3 is difficult.
I've got my 3.
There's not bare arcs that's making you struggling to choose 3, in my opinion.
Oh, no. I think 3 is difficult because
you know Marineford's in there, so you just got 2 left.
Yeah, but then that's what I mean. It's the 3rd, though, isn't it? So
is it really?
Yeah.
Really?
I'd say
interesting. That is so wild.
My 3rd is it's Dressrosa. Yeah, it's Dressrosa.
Bro, Dressrosa is worse
Are you sure you don't want me to go first so you have time to think?
No. Now I want to hear yours now. But my 3rd is Dressrosa, 2nd is Marineford, and 1st is Arlong Park.
Bro, Dressrosa is worse than the 4th Great Shinobi World War, bro.
Arlong Park before.
Wait. Alright, cool. Yeah, that's my 3 in it. I got Dressrosa. I got.
Wait, bro, wasn't Dressrosa the reason why you took a break from One Piece?
Yeah.
And it's still in your top 3?
Yeah. It's still
That's
there. Like,
mad. Fair enough.
There's certain things in there, innit?
Yeah, I was just trying to break it down. That's interesting. That's interesting.
But
Fair
I
enough.
think the key thing for me there was the reunion with Sabo. Sabo, seeing Ace's fruit come back, seeing all of these sentimental things that we watched going through is like, I think we kind of, just seeing Luffy and Sabo in it just does it for me, innit? And then obviously Marineford for obvious reasons, and then Arlong Park for me is one of the greatest arcs. Yeah, that Oda's ever written. What are you saying?
I feel like our one's going to be very similar. Did you want to go first?
Yeah, let me go first.
Yeah.
Okay, what are you saying?
I'll say my number 3 is going to be Water 7, man. With that Rob Lucci thing, man. Nico Robin.
Oh, first. Yeah.
That's my. So with Rob Lucci and that, man, like we got a bit more context of like the demon child herself, how the world government works, the hierarchies. You got CP. Zero.
Crazy.
With Rob Lucci with his bird code. He was undercover at first. I thought he wasn't the main character, but then boom, he became the main character. Do you know what I mean? And we also learned a bit more about the devil fruits because we saw 2 of them eat. I forgot their names, but we saw 2 of them eat it in the flesh. My man peeled it like a banana. You know what I mean? Man. And their facts were cold. I think that's the first time we saw Zoro do his. Is it I forgot the name. Is it Ashura? The demons. Ashura, that was cold.
You see Sanji's El Dable, the fire
team. The fire team, you know what I mean? And like
El Jambe.
Of course, Gear 2nd.
Yeah, 2nd, yeah.
Gear 3rd.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
You got a lot there.
Emotions, the war against the government when they burnt the flag.
Yeah.
Nico Robin finally accepting the Straw Hats. And crying out for help. Seeing that backstory of what do you call it, Akiji. So Water 7 3rd, then 2nd is gonna be Ernie's Lobby
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Respectable.
Ernie's lobby is gonna be there, man, because you got the what do you call it? Rayleigh, innit?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, Rayleigh, right?
Oh, you talking about Sabodi
No,
7?
you mean Sabaody, bro.
Sabodi, sorry.
Sabodi 7.
Sabodi,
yeah.
Sabodi, yeah. You got Rayleigh, you got the whole auction thing happening with the mermaid, the Celestials, learning about
First
the
time
Celestials
as well, yeah.
Yeah, learning about the Celestials, etc. What do you call it? The worst generation, which is one of the good, which is one of the best implementations, having a roster for Luffy to compete with, etc. Yeah, man, and just that whole dynamic of everyone being scared of the Celestial Dragons, but Luffy saying, I don't give a damn who you are. That punch was so satisfying.
Yeah.
Like, he literally punched and the whole thing turned black and white.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Animation was phenomenal there.
Beautiful.
Rayleigh, second hand of Roger himself. Like, do you know what I mean? And when, what do you call it? First time seeing the Admiral, what's his name? Kizaru. Yeah, do you know what I mean? With the light, the light speed, do you know what I mean?
And
Going up against supernovas, the PX, the different PXs, and of course, the man with the Bible, Kuma.
Yeah, Kuma.
Do you know what I mean? And the whole shock of everyone going and the bubbles, the popping and everything. There was just so much.
There's a lot going on still.
And then obviously Marineford has to be number one.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna go too in that. I've been going over that, but that's number one. Obviously, I've already said it's number one.
Nice.
Yeah, man. So
respectful list. I think both lists are respectful. Number 3, Thriller Bark. Psych! That arc is so trash, bro. Alright, cool. Number 3, I think it's actually surprising the amount of shit I talk about it though. Wano Kuni. I think Wano Kuni gave us the greatest One Piece chapter we've ever seen in our lives. Chapter 957. When you can remember a name of an episode or a manga chapter, that's how you know it was fire. It was a chapter where we got revealed the bounties of Gold Roger, bounties of Whitebeard, Big Mom, Kaido, Shanks.
Yeah.
A beautiful chapter, great. I think it was even called Ultimate or something, the chapter. It was beautiful. And I think what will solidify this point is the roof piece. Once that gets animated, I think the arc will show you why it's clear. We also got the flashback of Roger fighting Whitebeard in Primes. We've got Odin flashback. So there was a lot going on still. So that's number 3. Number 2, Sabaody, man. I think it's just a beautiful arc. We got introduced to the supernovas / worst generation. We got to see Luffy's competition in terms of Pirate King contenders. And to be fair, none of them are really contenders except for Blackbeard. But yeah, great arc, man. Like you said, you've basically covered all the main points. Seeing Kizaru. Just a phenomenal arc. And one of the scenes which is nice is, I think it's the scene where Rayleigh's there chilling, and then they're talking about the One Piece, and then Usopp asks him, what is it? And then Luffy just jumps in like, don't you dare say it. We're on this ride, we're on this mission to find out. So yeah, Sabaody, it's got a special place in my heart. And then number 1, come on, man, the best arc in One Piece, the arc that made One Piece in the Big 3.
Cemented One Piece in the Big 3?
Yeah, cemented, semantics, but Marineford for obvious reasons. So that's my 3.
No, I hear that. Thanks for that question. Your top 10 favourite One Piece. That's a lot to ask still, top 10.
No, it is 10.
But if we do get a chance, we'll definitely post our list on Twitter and Instagram and stuff like that. But yes, let us know your top 3 arcs on One Piece, because we'd love to know. Next question: which new gen anime has the potential to catch the big 3? I feel like we get this question every podcast,
man. And it kind of tells us what people want to hear, bro. So that's what you guys want to ask and want to hear. Then cool.
And I think it's a fair enough question now that the big 3 will be back in full effect this year.
Nah, but I think it'll be like an old Whitebeard effect.
Like but primed. nevertheless.
Nah, it's always the less, bro.
no. But I mean, nevertheless, the conversation is still there.
Really?
To make big 3 is only irrelevant when the big 3 is no longer about.
Like, no, they were the big 3 when they were about as well.
But I'm saying, for example, how often do we keep speaking about the ballers before Michael Jordan?
You don't.
Exactly. When Michael Jordan goes, how often do you think we're going to still be talking about Michael Jordan? All these young bucks, you think they'll still be talking about Michael Jordan?
No.
Bro, they'd only see him as the trainer guy.
But
and I think it's the same principle.
It's different. It's like LeBron James is a better example because One Piece is still going on.
As soon as these young bucks, are seeing Curry, they're seeing LeBron as the older guy and Curry as the new guy because they're the new young bucks. And when them might get old and pass away, and there's new guys, you're not talking about Michael Jordan.
But then you can easily flip it and talk about someone like Michael Jackson. He's not around no more, but he's still spoken about
in what conversations?
Bro, come on, Michael Jackson's still spoken about with the highest esteem till this day.
But I'm saying you haven't seen them in any of the conversations on TV. You haven't seen them in any conversations moving Twitter. You haven't seen them in anything because he's no longer. And this is what I'm trying to say.
But One Piece is.
But that's exactly what I'm saying, bro. Yeah. Because it's still going on and Big 3 is still in effect, we'll still get these questions.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Bro,
literally,
the
only reason we're getting these questions now is because we have the Big 3 in full effect. That's what I said.
Oh, but and I was simply saying, but they're not in full effect. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I said nevertheless, they're in effect.
Yeah, but it's like
But you're saying it's lesser, but I'm saying nevertheless, if they weren't there, the conversation's not there. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh, okay. So you see the Big 3 like Yonkos in terms of they can be switched out and replaced. The big three are more like Hokages. You can't change the second Hokage. He's fixed. You can't change the third Hokage. That's what the big three is. You can't change it. They're not like Yonkos that can just be switched around.
No one said you could change them. I just said they won't be spoken. I said the reason we're speaking about this every week, no one's speaking about the second if the sixth is more interesting.
Yeah, if. But what about if it's not?
All I'm saying is the only reason we're speaking about the second now because the second's still about.
But we're not just speaking about the second. We're speaking about the first and the third as well, the big three.
Yeah, nevertheless, we're speaking about them because they're here. When they're not here...
One of them's here.
Alright, cool. Bleach is coming back.
Bro, okay, do you think if Bleach was just around and One Piece and Narrator wasn't around, do you think we're still talking about the big three?
Of course. Because now you're comparing Bleach... Your Bleach episodes are dropping and you're comparing it to other big three. Yes, you're still having the big three conversation. Because Bleach episodes are still dropping. You're like, how is Bleach still a big three? That's still a big three conversation.
Yeah, and that's my point. It's not how is it. It is a big three. You can't. It's not a Yonko. It's like how is Big Mom still a Yonko? No, it's more like how's Tobirama the second Hokage. Do you know what I'm saying?
The quality of the conversation doesn't matter. Just the fact that this big three thing would always come up every podcast because Big Three is still ongoing. That's all I'm saying. Once Big Three stops being ongoing, we're not talking about Big Three with the same tenacity every week, which is my whole point.
I disagree. But we'll see.
I think when it comes to the Big Three, it was the Big Three for a minute. Like they held a specific.
It's not even a minute. It's still going on, bro.
They held a specific spot in history. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So whether it's still going on, I'm thinking when they stop, I think this is still going to continue because it's kind of become legends.
They're not.
But maybe like obviously nothing lasts forever.
Yeah.
There's going to be a point.
That's all I'm saying. Nothing lasts forever.
There's going to be a point. Have you heard
of Fist of the North Star, bro? That used to be that was the godfather of Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Right. Who's talking about Fist of the North Star?
That's what I was going to say. So yes, so nothing lasts forever, but it's now the question as to how long would it take for it to die down? Yes. Is it 50 years? Is that 100 years? Is it 5 years?
I'm saying, because of the amount of content that's coming out, because of the amount of kids that are watching these new shit, as soon as we're gone, that's when it's gone. That's what I'm saying.
But do you know why it's different, bro? Because tell me any other anime that has titles.
Titles?
None. Cool. Even Dragon Ball Z doesn't have a fucking title. So, and that's why it's different. It's like in One Piece. How many years are they going to talk about Gold Roger for? For years to come. But then someone like a Big Mom, you're not going to talk about her, man, because the Yonko can be chopped and changed. But the Pirate King...
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah, I think it's as soon as a new name comes in it or as soon as it just finishes.
To your point, the only way this can get moved, in my opinion, is if you turn it into a Yonko by having a new Big Three, but you can't because it's fixed. Then that's what you're saying is more true. But even Dragon Ball Z
doesn't have to be a new Big Three.
And it can be... What I'm saying, the point is any title given. Yeah. But until we get that, that's not shifted anywhere. Even Dragon Ball Z doesn't have a title. That's insane. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think that's insane.
Bro, that's when you take a step back and think about it, that's insane.
No, because
Dragon Ball Z deserves a title. It deserves like a Godfather
it has a GOAT. Like, do you know what I mean? Dragon Ball Z's GOAT or something.
But that's a subjective title, bro. No. Yeah,
Bro,
there is.
but this is what I'm
There's like
trying to
a
say.
leafy day and shit as well, man.
I think,
So-
I think generally the big three just
It's
catch because
interesting.
there was three going at the same time. So to go to your point, there's no new gen anime has the potential to catch big three because big three is something that isn't a passed down rank. I think it was something attributed to a moment in time.
Which is crazy when you think about it. But yeah.
Yeah, it's a moment in time. So anything catching the big three? Nope. What's your thoughts on it? Final thoughts on it?
Nah.
I don't really know the new gen like that, but I would say JJK, give it enough time, I think it can be on that level.
Potentially, yeah.
Because they get, I can see a lot of inspiration coming from, what do you call it, Bleach and Naruto from JJK.
Yeah.
So they're literally copying the blueprint that has been shown to work already, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, and then they can only expand from it from there. So I don't.
And I can't lie, yeah. I think you could only be a big three if you're a weekly ongoing thing, you know. I don't think you could be big three when you drop seasonally.
No, exactly. But that's why maybe they can get a new title for the seasonal. Until a new title comes, that big three is not going anywhere.
But even if that new title comes, it wouldn't be in reference to the big three because big three is something different now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's the point. It's something different, and it's the only title.
Yeah, and that title will be forgotten in time when no one. When a generation after this, or even this generation, is growing up on fucking Boruto.
Yeah.
Boruto
It will go.
and
There's no
Boruto,
denying.
Demon Slayer. Boruto. What's the other one with Asta and
Black Clover.
Black Clover. These things are the shit. Like
I reckon
these men are not
yeah.
Naruto. They're gonna be like, what quality is that? One Piece. What the fuck quality is that?
Yeah.
Bleach. What the hell was I watching there? No one's going to now bring this back. Like unless.
And how many years we talking?
I'm talking next generation. Bro, we have
we're in it-
Boruto
we're
next
in it
generation.
already.
No, I don't think we're
definitely-
we're old generation, bro. We're Jetix. We're TV generation.
Oh no! I mean, what's currently though? It's a new generation. It's a new era. That's what I mean.
No, not yet.
Huh?
Yeah, all the young bucks. I don't think young bucks are still
Fair
watching
enough.
Disney and shit like that. Remember, but young bucks are not there yet. I think the top
Nah, but
animes.
Disney's changed. That's what I'm saying. Even Disney's a new generation of Disney right now. You've got your Jake Paul that came off of Disney.
Yeah, 100%.
We didn't, or Logan, but we didn't see that.
yeah. But
That's a different generation. We're putting even in that two from us now. Arguably.
I think they just need
I don't
animes that are PG, right? That
Yeah.
are fire
Arguably, we're getting that now. No?
with.
Demon Slayer?
Is that PG?
That's not PG. Did you not?
You mean
Demon
okay,
Slayer?
okay. PG that are
Yay.
fire?
My days. Even Naruto was PG at some point
Man said
until you started seeing blood and shit. No.
But even Dragon Ball Z wasn't even PG like that. I don't know, man. I don't know about the PG thing still. I don't know.
Like Pokemon or something like that, bro.
Yeah, something that moves the needle for me for the new gen, innit?
Even you.
But yeah, great. I think great question. What new gen anime has potential to catch the big three? At the moment, none.
Yeah, none.
Cool. Next question: Zoro versus Law. Has Kid been a letdown in Wano? This is to you, man.
Brother.
Yeah, man. Like I said earlier, Kid has been a letdown, man. Kids, I thought it was. Let me give him some credit. I thought his when I first heard about his awakening, how he can attract and what do you call it? Repel anything, right? It doesn't just have to be anything magnetic. I thought that was cool, but like other than that, this guy's supposed to be other than Blackbeard. This guy's supposed to be the guy who's neck and neck with Luffy, but like he's just being a letdown, man. He's just moving chunks of metal about. Like Law with his room and the way he's switching everyone about is cold. Do you get what I mean? Even that whole room thing is cold. Even though you see when he went to the roof piece started and Luffy's walking. Even the way Law was sitting, it was like, I've been waiting for you. The way he was sitting, he's just cold.
Yeah.
Mm.
He's like a Zoro. He's like a Zoro kind of thing. You get what I mean?
Might be cooler than Zoro, you know.
Maybe. I don't know. That's that in itself is a debate.
Maybe.
I think they're literally. I think they're on the same level.
Man does
I think Zoro. I think Oda intentionally tries to make Zoro the coolest fucking character. Blah, blah.
Yeah.
But
Let's go to the next point. Zoro
which
versus
is
Law,
Zoro
innit?
versus Law. I think
With that awakening.
With that awakening,
Yo.
because with that awakening, I think he can beat King. That's how cold that awakening is. I think he can beat King. But I know the awakening has its drawbacks, just like how Zoro's new power has its drawbacks.
Yeah.
So that's a good question, but I might have to give it to Zoro. Well, I don't really know. I would have to give it to probably Zoro. It's gonna be Zoro at least. I'll say that because Law is technically a swordsman, isn't he?
Facts.
And Zoro's gonna be the greatest one. So it's gonna be. I think they're pretty much on the. I think they're equal actually. I think Law could be like a Luffy second hand, especially how Law's been moving. I know they tried to make it look like in the one arc, like Law's been telling Luffy, "Don't tell me what to do." Then they tried to get that back, but like prior to that, you can kind of see that he was like the second hand to Luffy.
Like, I saw someone on the TL. They said Zoro's lucky that Law's goal is not to become the world's strongest swordsman. Otherwise, he'd be in trouble, fam.
He would be in trouble.
He'd be in trouble, bro.
He'd
He'd be in big trouble. But has Kid been a letdown? Yes, because it's as simple as this. Pre-time skip, we was promised the forefront of the generation, which was Luffy, Kid, and Law, right?
Yeah.
Remember Sabaody? Has Oda delivered on that scene? Of course not. Luffy has just leaped far beyond.
Luffy's basically on Blackbeard's level now, yeah.
Exactly, and it's a misstep because it would have been nice if you elevated Law and Kid, but now you've got those two fighting Big Man where Luffy's doing a 1v1. Zoro versus Law, I'd edge it to Zoro. Either way, I'm not angry if someone is to say Law, but that awakening, that shambles, it's dangerous. I don't know what Zoro could do if Law just switches his personality with like a dog. You're finished. But yeah, man, it's mad. It's mad. But yeah, Kid has been a letdown for sure.
Crazy. So both edging it to Zoro. Kid's definitely been a letdown. How could they improve Kid? Or can Kid still can Oda revive Kid as a character at this moment in time?
Nah, man, it's done, man. This was his time to shine. A Yonko, like, well, where are we gonna go from here?
Yeah, what Goro
Where are we
say?
gonna?
Nah, yeah, and the thing is, he's a. What's beautiful is man, it's mad because Luffy was a D and Conqueror's Haki.
Yeah.
Law was a D. Kid's a Conqueror Haki user. So it's so interesting that Oda hasn't kept pace with that whole theme. And can he still revive it? He can. As long as he gives Kid his conquerors. And the issue. Okay. The issue with Law and Kid, if we're keeping it a buck, is their crews. Look at Luffy's crew: Jinbei, Zoro, Sanji, Robin, Brook, Frankie. Who have them man got in their crews?
Kid's got one good person.
Killer. And that's the problem. That is the problem. And that's where Oda...
Annoying, got nobody.
You've got Beppo. You see? And so there's so many fundamental layers when you take a step back and look at all the issues of Kid and Law. But yeah, I don't want to get too analytical.
Well, great question. Moving on to the next one. If someone put a gun to your head and made you replace one of the big three, what anime would you choose?
My goodness, big three again. Thanks for the question nonetheless. That has to be Bleach, man.
Yeah, Bleach for me, man.
Yeah, that has to be Bleach.
What anime would you replace it with?
I'd replace Bleach with Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah.
I don't really know, but from the limited anime I have, it sounds silly, but Dragonball Super.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I don't really watch that.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's fair.
It could.
I think the big three has to be shonen, has to be some sort of combat type of shonen. So Hunter makes the most obvious choice, but AOT, I can't lie. How many episodes? It just doesn't have this sense of longevity like the big three should have.
Yeah.
It's 80 episodes right now?
Yeah, 80. Yeah, on the dot.
I'd say Hunter.
Hunter.
Great question. Thanks for that question. Moving on, we have like when One Piece is over, is the anime fandom over realistically? Literally talking about this point. Two questions ago.
Yeah, literally. I can't lie. For those of you guys that watch Narrator, everyone was saying the same thing. I know One Piece is kind of in a different bracket, but yeah, look at what happens, man. Narrator ended. There was a big gap in the market. A lot of people flocked to different animes. A lot of people flocked to One Piece. Everyone thought the world was gonna end, etc., etc. But new animes come out, man. Your AOTs come out. Your JJK, your Dr. Stone, So ultimately, life will move on. But when One Piece ends, it will cause a rift. It will be sad, but life will move on. they'll start to become replicas of One Piece. A lot more that will try to be pushed to the forefront. But it would be a sad day, man. Yeah. I think it will have a bigger impact than the Naruto ending because of the length of time it's run on for. So yeah, but we'll see.
In terms of the fandom being over, right? I genuinely think this goes to a point that we made last episode about is anime a lifestyle or a hobby, right? I feel like One Piece makes anime a lifestyle.
Yeah.
And I think One Piece finishing will make anime a hobby. Because you'd have long periods of time where nothing's out.
No, 100%.
You know what I mean? You have long periods of time where you're waiting for something great to drop, as opposed to knowing week in, week out, you got something to go to, and that's part of your life and part of you, innit? And I hope like the anime industry kind of acknowledges that whole sense of having something we know is going to be coming, even though like I guess 24 weeks is a long time. The longest ones, seasonal ones, are 24 episodes.
Yeah.
But now they're kind of shortening down 16, 14, 12 and stuff like that. And having 12 weeks of something, it almost feels like it's like a little summertime.
Like a little snack. You're not filling me up. You're just giving me something to pass the time.
That's one of my reasons why I feel like the fandom won't be the same. It won't be over. It'll be different. But the old fandom, nah, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What do you think?
You know what? I've been thinking about this for time. Because the way you guys have done it, you talk about different anime in it, so I think you guys will be right. But there's some channels out there that just like have One Piece. I mean,
yeah.
And even them, they're not. They might be okay because they could just switch. But it's like, yeah, man. It's all how you approach it. If you just been talking about one anime, then don't be surprised if when you talk about another anime,
it's not hitting.
Some people might drop off. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah,
Whereas if you've built a platform with a range, some people still might drop off because they might still watch you for One Piece, but it's going to be less of a effect.
Yeah.
I mean? So it all depends, man, because One Piece isn't the only anime, bro. Like, anime was popping before One Piece, you know what I mean? So like, and even okay, so One Piece is popping, it's called Big 3 for a reason, not Big 1. Do you know what I mean? So means there's other anime that are out there, do you know what I mean? And there's new animes, JJK, Demon Slayer, do you know what I mean? So yeah, man.
I heard that. Great question. Great question. Our guy AniPly,
number one.
Shout out to you. He says, do you think a popular anime should determine how good the anime is? This guy's great with questions, bro.
Nah, man, you don't miss.
AniPly, you're great with questions. I repeat that.
Man.
Do you think a popular anime should determine how good the anime is? How good anime is?
What do you think?
That's a deep question. Like,
it's deep.
Just let me, cool. Off the cuff, innit?
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you start unpacking, innit? I might have to piggyback off what you're saying. But if I was to say something about how we've been thrown anime and how much I dislike, and I've said it so much, I dislike how these companies are dashing anime at us. You know what I mean? I feel like everyone seems to only speak about the anime that's on the front page of Crunchyroll or Funimation and them two specifically.
Yeah.
Which is why I really, really enjoy platforms like ours that speak anime that like we've watched on credibility, because people not from what's being pushed out on marketing and stuff. People that have read the manga and be like, no, when this anime drops, you're gonna be in for a mad thing.
Facts.
And I feel like people that do that, that's not popular. People that give you the lowdown on the anime to come, those animes are the one that's fire. So I don't think that popular anime should determine how good anime is.
Nah, bro, I think you hit the nail on the head. I completely agree. Just because it's popular doesn't necessarily mean it's quality. And it's just as simple as that, really.
But if someone were to tell you that anime is not popping right now, they'd only say that because of the popular anime is not popping right now.
Yeah.
So that means, is that a wrong assessment to say anime is not popping right now just because there's no popular anime popping right now? Because that doesn't determine, because popularity is what? Sales, reach, etc. That doesn't determine how, it's an indicator, but it's not the sole factor to determine how good an anime is, for sure. Do you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know what else to really say on that. I think you hit the nail on the head, so. Cool. Cool. Saying this. Great question and reply, and that's all we got for today.
That is all the questions. Thank you guys for all the questions. Yep. If your question wasn't chosen, don't worry. There's always next time to send in your questions, and we'll try to answer as many as possible.
For real.
So thanks again. Now, hot take. Did you have one, bro?
Yeah, but we've been partying, man.
Yeah, we've been potting.
We've been partying.
You got one?
But you know
off
what?
the cuff? Or...
I do have one. We're gonna fly through this though. Lovely. We're gonna spend about 2 minutes on each question. So for my hot take today, what we're gonna do, we're gonna look at popular anime moments, and we're going to try rank them in terms of how good they are in terms of all anime moments of all time. So I want a number based on how good that that moment was, and that moment could be from build up, it could be from execution, it could be from anticipation. Do you know what I mean? Whatever reason you give it that number, more than happy to. So I got a short list of 5. I'm gonna fly through them, yeah?
Okay.
You man ready?
Of course, man.
Alright, cool. So the first anime moment we're gonna speak about today is 7 Deadly Sins. As soon as I say that name, I think you know what moment is coming up. This is the most legendary moment I could think of in that period. And that's the moment with Escanor versus Estarossa.
Oh, yeah. Great moment.
Great, phenomenal moment. That is when you had Estarossa badding up everyone. Ban, all of them higher ups, like, and he says, what do you say? He says, anyone who stands with hatred in their heart cannot, what did he say? Anyone who stands with hatred in their heart loses their ability to inflict pain, basically. And then you have Escanor, he says, why would I have had any hatred on my heart for anyone weaker than me type thing? And this is the same guy who badded up everybody.
Nah, cold.
So, I'm not sure if you guys remember the scene set up. He's there flexing. Escanor just comes in this beautiful golden suit of armor. Fam, moving like a bad man. Walking up to him, and then he just looks down and then height difference crazy. It's like, yo, I don't think you're ready for this, my guy.
Yeah.
And this is the person that took, I think, 2 or 3 of Meliodas' hearts. This is the top guy, Meliodas, who is the top dog. Like, I'm talking about the person holding the anime gets mashed up. And then you have Escanor saying, yeah, no, you're not levels.
Mad.
What are you telling me about that moment? How are you scoring that moment, bro? And I'm talking about anime of all time.
All time?
Where does that moment stand?
Out of 10, yeah?
Out of 10.
I would give it an 8. But only because I personally don't think it's his greatest moment. I think his moment with Galliand, when he first comes. Do you know the Tenko moment?
Yeah.
I think that
you think that moment was better?
100. It was so unexpected. The bartender to...
Okay, so you're giving surprise
100%.
over...
Because, bro, that was when Meliodas had said, there's somebody in the sins stronger than me.
Yeah.
And you're like, what? Like, no way. And you see this little skinny ass, nah. And then
the transformation, mad.
Yeah. And then Galliard tried to run away and he just turned to stone.
Crazy.
Nah, it was mad.
And you put that over...
Yeah, man. It was just a shock factor.
Yeah.
It was like, raw. Like, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe wrong, but...
No, makes sense.
But that moment with Estrosa, did he not go in the one with Estrosa?
No, he didn't.
That wasn't the one.
He didn't go into the one.
Oh, the one's a manga thing.
Yeah, he didn't go into the one. So...
Yeah, no, I think it was an 8 though. Solid scene, bro.
Yeah.
Beautiful. 100. Definitely.
Happy with that, Henry? Happy with that 8?
Well, you have to forgive me still. Is this the one where, like, there's a guy and then he puts gravity on everyone? And they're all, like, stuck to the ground. But then Escanor is the only one walking.
Yes.
Is that the same one?
That's the scene you're speaking about.
And then he gets the sun.
Yeah.
Come on, man. That was sick. That
Crazy.
was sick. But I would say the best Escanor scene was when he actually went up against Meliodas himself.
Oh, in season 2.
The height of the sun. Do you get what I mean? I think that was the best.
The one, yeah.
But
that scene specifically, where does it rank with? And I'm talking about all time. All
time. It was epic. Still, I'll give it like a strong
Oh, a strong 7.5.
7.5. That's fair. I'm sitting about 7.5. We're talking about all time. Do you know what I mean? Perfection.
Yeah.
Next one is from our Demon Slayer. We have your Tanjiro and Nezuko versus Ryu, and this was the
episode
19,
season 1
that broke the internet back in 2020. So, what are you telling me? How are you ranking this? I know you've only seen episode 1.
No, I haven't seen Demon Slayer, so.
Yeah. Oh, so you guys. Yeah. Cool, no worries. Bro, let's be real. That it was just animation and vibes, man. It was a nice color. It was the changing from water to the fire, which was sick. I'll give that like a 7.5 person.
Yeah?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. For me, I actually got a bit lower. I got about 6.5, 6.
Yeah, man.
Do you know what I mean? It was, animation-wise, it did do a lot. We did see a transition. But I guess even Fire Force kind of showed us a lot with animation as well. Yeah. So it was new, but it wasn't that new. Do you know what I mean?
Nah.
So, yeah, it's getting a 6.5 from me. Let us know what you guys think about that fight. Moving swiftly on.
But I thought you can give us 10s, fam. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, I was gonna give you the new episode, innit? The newest episode of season 2. But I know you guys haven't seen it yet.
I ain't seen that.
But for you guys that are,
but it's better than episode 19.
Entertainment District, innit? They showed us that they're playing a different game. They're not playing the game we thought they're playing. Yeah. These men are saying that, alright, cool. I understand you might have a big 3. Knock, knock. Wagwan, where's the entrance? You get me?
They better be trying to bleach. You're not trying to.
They're trying to say, so where is the sign-up form for this new big 3? Because yeah.
They'll probably say when you get to 100 episodes,
strong.
Nah, they'll be like, get to 100 episodes, then then come sign up.
Yeah. But no, generally, Entertainment District was a phenomenal arc. The arc's not even over. Nice. But even now, like, the cliffhanger after, you know, like when you have cliffhanger after cliffhanger.
Yeah, that's what we like. That's what we like, man.
They are going for it. These man, like, they're going to places I didn't think that they'd go to. Do you know what I mean? Things are happening.
Have they hit places that you've never seen before?
Oh, definitely not. Definitely not.
Okay.
Are the cliffhangers as mad as EastEnders, bro?
The Christmas episodes and that.
I haven't seen it, innit? That
Facts.
In terms of all the feels, from how I felt before, it was definitely all there, man.
Fairs. That's good.
You know what I mean?
That's good.
So let us know how you guys rank that one. The third one, we're flying through this, man. Love it. It's from the big AOT, which is popping right now. We did a reaction video. So go check that out. That was the reaction video for episode 79 and episode 80. You know what I mean? So just being in the energy of AOT right now, take yourself back to, I believe it was season
2?
3.
Okay. You sure it wasn't season 2, part 2?
Oh, I think that's what I call season 3. But yeah, you had the infamous Erwins speech. Yeah, and this isn't the other speech that we debated about.
That's season 3. That is season 3, bro. Part 2.
So we had the famous speech where Erwin was literally telling all of the corps to, we're going out to die, basically. Oh, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is this the Beast Titan? That's all.
Yes.
That one.
So just to paint a picture for you guys that might have forgot, you have Erwin, Raynor is on top of the wall, and then Erwin just looks to his left.
Yeah, cold.
Cool. You have Levi doing a mad thing. Levi is now talking to Erwin, and then Erwin's like, "Yo, G, this is peak for us, but I know what we've got to do. Levi, this is it. Do you know what I mean? This is our last conversation. I'm entrusting everything to you." Levi's like, "No, there must be another way. Blah blah blah." Erwin gave one of the greatest speeches in anime history.
Up there.
He's literally saying to all of his comrades, we're going to die. Do you know what I mean? But in this death, we're going to find glory through the eyes of Levi, Aaron, and all the other team in it.
Facts.
He does this crazy speech, and then in that moment, you see Levi come out of the smoke. Slice. But mad thing.
Sick.
So off the back of that phenomenal speech, you have someone like Levi doing that just to put the cherry on top.
Beautiful.
What are you telling me about that moment in anime history?
Oh yeah, one of the highlights of AOT. That's like an 8.59, man. It was sick. Just seeing Erwin as well. Like, there's one thing to command your men and talk to them. There's a whole other thing if you're leading the front lines to the death as well. Yeah, man. And I missed that era of the Beast Titan. Yeah. That's when, in my opinion, the Beast Titan Zeke was better than he is currently. With the unknown and mystery. But yeah, no, an amazing scene, man. Levi had to come clutch as well. Beautiful.
Crazy. What are you telling me?
Look here, the Beast Titan, like, them scenes there when he just gets the rocks, crushes it, and throws it. And even little stuff like seeing the horses charge.
Yeah.
And then tumble.
Yeah.
Like, the guys on the horse hasn't even been hit. It's the horse that's been hit. Like, the horse is now tumbling.
And you're seeing their faces and reactions as they're...
Mud.
You know what? Like, it's a mad thing. So I'll give it a strong 9.
Yeah.
Especially coming with that Levi, like, I think the Beast Titan even says that Levi is really good. I can't remember it too tough, but I believe the Beast Titan compliments Levi.
Oh, yeah. Wait, after getting, like, sliced up.
Yeah, after getting sliced up.
Yeah.
But the Beast Titan was thinking, who the fuck is this guy? Like, what the hell?
Nah, trust.
Yeah.
Nah, man, it was cold still.
What are you giving it? A 9?
Yeah, 9.
Yeah, cool. I'm going to sit on about a 9 as well. That, for me, was one of the defining moments in AOT. It actually got me riled up when I was watching it, man.
Yeah.
And it put me, and I love when anime does that, it puts you in a situation where, would you sacrifice yourself? Would you, like, if it really came to it, to it, and it's like, a lot of you guys are going to die anyway, are you actually ready to ride to your death? Like, ride to your death, bro.
Yeah.
And I feel like animes that could put you in that situation that make you really ask yourself those hard questions.
Yeah.
Love it.
Peak fiction.
Yeah. Love it.
Peak fiction.
Absolutely love it.
Beautiful scene.
Cool. We're flying through these. We've got another anime moment, which I want to find out is one of the greatest of all time. And this comes from One Piece.
One Piece.
So, this moment is arguably one of the strongest moments in One Piece, in my opinion. Obviously, this is my list as well, so don't kill me for that. This moment is where you have one of the most loyal, one of the most brave, one of the most hard-hearted comrades you could ever have, right? Going against someone outside of his league. This is the famous Zoro versus Kuma.
Legendary.
This is when Zoro. This is when Zoro steps into the ball of pain and literally offers up his life just to relieve Luffy of all of the fatigue that he's accumulated from that fight.
Beautiful.
This was, in my opinion, the epitome of what it means to have a second hand. What are you guys telling me? Walk me through that.
I'm so tempted to give it a 10, yeah.
That's what I was about to say, bro.
But there's a minus 0.5. There's the little 0.5. And that minus 0.5 is, if you go back to rewatch that moment, you realise that Sanji was also equally willing to do the same thing.
Yeah.
And it's mad because you'd think, why is that a negative? But it's a negative because it shows you it's not only Zoro willing to do that, and a lot of people take from that Zoro was the only one to do it. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So 9. It's a 10. It's a 10. It's a beautiful scene, and I do think Sanji deserves some accolades because he was willing to do the exact same thing. But yeah, and then
the stand at the end.
Yeah.
Nothing happened. Yeah. Nothing happened. Yeah, beautiful.
And he must have been standing like that all night, bro. Because Sanji fell asleep.
Yeah, bro.
And he came back up.
Chilling. Some say Sanji would have died if he done that, fam. But who knows, man? Beautiful.
What are you telling me?
I don't know if Sanji would die, knowing that now we know his genes and that. But
yeah, that's true.
What do you call it? Yeah, like I don't see Sanji doing it as well as a negative. And I think it's even more of a positive for Zoro because Zoro knocked him the fuck out. So after that, Zoro knew that he was willing to do it, but Zoro just knocked him the fuck out.
He even saved Sanji to some extent, I mean? Like doing it to save Sanji.
And I think this is just one of the reasons why I would say Zoro is one of the coolest characters, like even beyond lore,
like a bit. Like Law was also cool, but that whole stand with all the blood, like what happened? Nothing happened here. Like, whoa, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I think it's a 10, man. It's
Yeah.
a 10. And that's also one of the episodes that solidified Kuma as a character as well. Like, I was like, who's this guy? We've just finished with one warlord.
Warlord, here comes another.
At that time, these warlords were seen as yonkos, basically.
Yeah.
And now you got like, you got another one. Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
crazy.
10, man.
10.
Yeah.
I was skeptical to call it a 10 only because I know what my 10 is, but you can have multiple 10s.
Yeah, you can.
You can have multiple 10s.
For sure.
So this definitely does get a 10 from me because not only like have we seen Zoro to be ride or die, even like that takes me back to remember when he lost to Mihawk and then he raised his sword to the air.
Yeah.
And he was like, Luffy, I'll make you a promise. I'm never gonna lose again and I'm gonna make you Pirate King.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And for me, having such a powerful moment in that crazy scene in itself to now be kind of supported by Zoro's actions there. Crazy. 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. Great piece.
10.
Finally, to end my hot take, my last, but definitely not the least, anime moment, which I want to get your rankings for, is from the Godfather himself, Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball.
But this is not Dragon Ball Z, tell a lie. This is Dragon Ball Super. So, in Dragon Ball Super, there's only been a handful of legendary moments, and this is definitely one of them. This is Jiren versus Ultra Instinct Goku.
Yes.
Guys, run me through the moment. Run me through the moment you think I'm talking about.
Which one? Is it the pre-Ultra Instinct when he first gets it? Or is it like the whole tag team thing? Or is it when he masters it?
When he masters it and does the 1v1. But now that I think about it, now that you explain the 3, I feel like the introduction
Was it the whole thing?
moment.
The introduction?
But I wouldn't call the whole thing a moment. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it was segments.
What would you say is the best moment out of that?
The
All
best
3.
moment out of
Would it be
all
the introduction?
3. I think when he actually masters it, is phenomenal, man. Is that as well as when he first goes to Jiren? When he first gets the pre-ting and then he goes to Jiren, the fact that he does a blow, but you could see that Jiren still dodged it.
Yeah.
That's how, and then you can see everyone else's.
Yeah.
That's how you know they were different levels. Do you know what I mean?
Facts.
But it was that as well as going to the other scene when he masters it, catching his and then flicking it away.
That part for me.
And then doing stuff like he jumps, but then all you see is Jiren's body going boom, 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 boom. No one saw that.
Yeah.
No one saw that. And us as the viewers, we're already seeing it like super light speed. Because this whole tournament is 5 minutes, but these times it's been plus an hour, 2 hours plus, and we still couldn't see that attack. So that must have been super speed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and that was the first time seeing Jiren on ropes. Jiren, the unsmileable guy.
Yeah, and then he went crazy, bro. Like,
he went crazy.
Wait, that way he lost his shirt as well?
Yeah. After that,
What are you telling me, KB?
Bro, I think, man, that's a 9.5, 10 still. Amazing scene, man. For me, Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball Super just always begged the question of, can it give you the feels like the original series did? And it did, man. It did. It gave you the exact same feels, exactly how we all felt as kids. The villain made us feel like he was villainous, like all hopes lost, and brought it back. I feel like one thing that doesn't get spoken about enough, though, is the whole spirit bomb exchange.
Bro.
Like, when have you seen Goku... Actually, nah, he's flopped with a spirit bomb before still. But anyways, like, when you know Goku's on his last legs when he brings out the spirit bomb.
He's always flopped with it, man. He's just done it once with Boo. That's it.
Yeah.
But every other time
he got Vegeta with a small...
Every other time he's used it. No, but that's a bit...
And he flopped as well, to be fair, because Gohan had to rebound it.
Yeah, like every time he's used it, he's always flopped with it, man.
I know, but the point is, when he gets to it, though, you know he's on his last legs. Like, if you beat this move, you beat Goku, basically. Yeah. And then Jiren just blinks at it, like... Yeah. No, tell a lie. There's one moment you're like, Goku's actually going to win. Like, he's actually patterned it, and he just blinks and returns it. And then it leads into him falling into the... Oh, man. It's a 10, man. It's beautiful. The Ultra Instinct.
10.
I think so. I think that's the best thing of Super. There's nothing in Super great.
But I mean, in terms of anime, bro.
Oh, all anime.
I thought that's what we're doing, bro.
Oh, sorry. I thought we were portioning it to. Okay, cool. All anime. Okay, it's a 9. It's a 9.
Yeah.
9.5.
I was gonna give it like
max.
8.5 still.
Yeah,
On
it was
because
good. It was good.
it's not anything we haven't. We could get those feels all over the gaff, innit? We get those feels everywhere. But not to say that those feels are not incredible. So
Yeah. Beautiful.
yeah, but that's my hot take, man. Guys, if there's any ratings that you guys disagree with, based on our moments, let us know. If there's more moments that you guys want us to rate, let us know down in the comments. I will get that up for next hot take. But yeah, hope you enjoyed.
Nice. So all that's left now is the trivia.
Yes, sir.
So we have One Piece heads in the room. We have Dragon Ball Z heads in the room. So what better to have a couple questions from both of those respective anime. So are you man ready? How are you guys feeling? Do you guys feel the juice is flowing? Do you guys feel ready?
Yeah, man, I feel fatigued, man.
Yeah. Damn. Okay. Speaking of Dragon Ball Super, in which year did the infamous, the notorious Godfather make its return of Dragon Ball Super? Which year did Dragon Ball Super air worldwide?
It's like 2015 or 2016, one of them.
I need one answer, brother.
I would go for 2015.
You're saying 2015.
I'll go for 2016.
Max is going for 2016. The people, them, you're always saying I give you 2 easy questions, so let's see.
I'm gonna say 2016 because I remember Dragon Ball Kai coming out 2012. And I know Kai tried to do a little bit. I don't know what the fuck happened with Kai.
Yeah, that was a flop, man. That was a flop.
But yeah, I'll go 2016.
Cool. They've locked in their answers, 2015, 2016. What is your answer? The correct answer is 2015. That is the year that Dragon Ball Super made its
I literally
infamous
saw that
return.
three days ago. So I think.
You bastard.
No, but it was 16 or 15. I don't know.
Yeah. Whatever. But yeah, the correct answer is 2015. So hopefully you guys got that with no cheating as well. Keeping it on Dragon Ball Super. Let's go to the original. Which year did Dragon Ball Z air for the first time? Anime.
I don't know, but I'm going to guess 1989. Or 1988. Or 1989, let's say that.
I need one answer, brother.
I'd say 1984.
1984.
1987.
You're going for 1987.
Yeah, why not?
Cool. So the question is, in which year did Dragon Ball Z first air? Anime, not manga, anime. The correct answer is 1989.
Oh, I had it.
It was close, man. It's close. Sometimes you got to double down on what your gut instinct tells you. You know what I'm saying?
I thought it went further back only because the older heads used to watch it. And older heads were born like 1985, 1986.
Yeah.
I've seen these before, innit? I've seen it before. It's just trying to remember.
Recall it. Nah,
I knew it was like 1987 to 9. I knew it, but I just didn't know which one it was.
Yeah. All right, last question from me. One Piece. Obviously, it makes sense with the guest and Murkz. Chloe. When Monkey D. Monkey D. Luffy received his bounty of 100,000 berries, who was the opponent he defeated? When Monkey D. Luffy first defeated his opponent. No, who was the opponent Monkey D. Luffy beat to get the bounty of 100,000 berries? That is the question.
You want to go first?
Oh, you sounded confident.
I'm not. I don't know.
I was going to say, fam.
500 there.
100,000 berries. Who did he just beat and he was awarded that bounty?
Let me just go with Crocodile.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
500 was Don Flamingo.
It could be Rob Lucci, but it's between Rob Lucci and Crocodile. I'm going to say Crocodile. I know 30 was Arlong, I believe.
I think, yeah.
Yeah,
going crocodile.
Crocodile.
What are you going for? You going crocodile as well?
Yeah.
Cool. So both of them are locking in crocodile. The question of who did Luffy defeat to receive the bounty of 100,000 berries, and the correct answer is, I guess these guys do know their One Piece. It is the Shichibukai crocodile.
It's the only one that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I already knew Arlong was 30, so...
Yeah, facts. That was a good question still. But yeah, guys, let us know how you did. Hopefully no cheating, but nonetheless, I hope you guys did better than these two. Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, show your support, send in your questions. And yeah man, obviously, little bro, thank you so much for coming through.
Yeah, man.
It's been a long time coming, man. I'm so happy that one day we'll be able to show our kids that you was on the podcast, you know what I'm saying? In the future, fam. Real talk, fam. So I'm glad you had the time to come through. I really do appreciate that.
For all of them One Piece heads that want to get onto you about all your takes today, where can they find you?
Not really on social media like that, I'm joking. You can find me on Instagram. I go by HennaZRL. Probably be like a link somewhere.
Yeah.
I got Snapchat as well. You can probably add that. It's a link somewhere as well. But yeah, that's pretty much the platforms I'm on.
Lovely. Go follow that up. So yeah, man.
It only makes sense for our longest episode to be bro, you know?
Come on, man. It only makes sense, bro. It only makes sense. But yeah, guys, if you agree with anything we've said, please let us know. If you also disagree with anything we said, please let us know. This has been another episode of the AniMates podcast. Thank you very much for listening. Catch you guys next time. Peace.